Most people dying from cancer in America today are suffering and dying needlessly.
There's no one who hasn't been touched by cancer in some way.
You can have all the cancer research in the world, but if you don't have the laws or the public policy behind it, it doesn't matter.
If a person can fight cancer, a nation can come together to cure the disease.
As long as people are suffering from this disease, we cannot stop. We will not stop.
Well, the American Cancer Action Network is the advocacy affiliate of the American Cancer Society.
We influence government decisions to help move the mission of the American Cancer Society.
They have a great staff of people who train us.
We help pull them together, give them advice on who to contact and when, and we also give them people to work with, so that they're not doing this by themselves.
It's important to engage lawmakers because the decisions they make can be just as important as decisions we make in the doctor's office.
ACS CAN provides a platform for voices that otherwise wouldn't be heard to be heard at the community level, at the state level, and at the national level.
Oftentimes we get caught up in big numbers, billions, trillions, but when we meet with advocates, you really hear that story and it brings you back to how important it is to be involved.
ACS CAN has given me the ability to share my story.
Those stories have enormous impact on decision makers and government.
Legislators listen to them. A lot of people don't think they do, but believe me, they do.
It's important to me what ACS CAN is doing. And so any way that I can reach out and do something while I'm in office, then that's what I'll do.
We're very proud of all that ACS CAN has accomplished. We actually doubled the amount of funds going into the National Institutes of Health.
We've helped to prevent major cuts in that funding. We've also done a lot to try to protect and provide access to health care.
We've been able multiple times to raise the excise tax on tobacco. We advocated for FDA regulation of the tobacco industry, and guess what? We finally now have that.
We basically saved a lot of lives by getting people to stop smoking and also protecting people from secondhand smoke.
Things have happened that wouldn't have happened to improve the cancer picture because of ACS CAN's experience.
We have got to continue doing this work. We are making progress, but we aren't there yet.
Advocacy is as important to solving the problem as is research and public health interventions. And we need to educate policymakers that we know what's going to happen if we don't intervene, but we know what can happen if we do intervene.
ACS CAN is a powerful organization, but they need your help too.
We would like you to come join ACS CAN, and we would also like you to contribute. But we also need you to come take action with us.
By engaging lawmakers, we can make cancer a national priority.
If we do the right things, we can talk about bringing cancer under control earlier in this new century.
Becoming an advocate as part of our network gives you enormous strength, and it allows us to do things that we couldn't possibly do otherwise.
Before ACS CAN, I was by myself and doing what I could on my own. Now I feel that I have this big organization that has a ton of credibility.
Cancer Action Network involves people, it advocates for policy change, and it has impact.
Being involved as an advocate, the feeling that you have, it's an empowerment to really know that you can make a difference.
It's been the biggest blessing in my life.
We can make a huge difference together. You can make a huge difference by joining this organization.
What we do in numbers really matters.
The opportunities that ACS CAN has provided me as a cancer patient are just outstanding.
You save lives. You save lives every day.
Each person can make a difference.
Let's visualize a stadium full of people, and they're clapping and they're cheering, and then ask them to stop. The silence is the voice that doesn't get heard. I would hope that the silence would be filled with more voices.